Hi, in this video, I will talk about Lewis structure worksheet 3, polyatomic ions and also bending. So polyatomic ions are back to our unit 3 ionic compound. You have like SO3 2 minus or PO4 3 minus. So how do we draw the polyatomic ion on the using the Lewis structure? And also there are some picture we need to bend, some picture we cannot bend, and that will be like for two-dimensional structure. And also when we go to the three-dimensional structure later, that we will tell exactly how the structure look like. So there are a few rules that I would like to go over before I start. So the rule one is when we have the polyatomic ion, you will need to draw a bracket around the structure and also put the charge outside the bracket. That's very important because you need to tell me that it is a charged ion, not neutral. And second is we talk about the HONC rule, Horn rule, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now that rule only works for neutral compounds. So like hydrogen and halogen can only form 1 bond, oxygen can only form 2 bond maximum, nitrogen can only form 3, and then carbon only form 4 bonds. So this is only for neutral. So what does it mean? It means that it does not work for charge. It does not work for charged ion. So what does that mean is when you have a charged ion, this rule will be broken. It will not work anymore. So for example, I have the NH4 plus. So this is a charge. So originally it's a neutral and can only form 3 bonds maximum, but this is a charge. So the rule for NOC rule is broken anymore. No more. So the N will be form 4 bonds maximum. Okay, so N I can form 4 bonds because it's a charge. So the rule doesn't work anymore. And then the other rule is the bending. So the bending, I have the couple situation. Right here, so that the situation I have is bending with the leftover electron. The long reason I would say leftover electrons around central atom. So when you have central atom and you have leftover electrons, then the short reason I will write is LOE at Ca, so then you will have bending. And then which two situation that you would not need to do bending is no bending here. I get two situations. So one situation is when I have no leftover electron around the central atom. When I have no leftover electron around the central atom, then I will write no LOE around Ca. And then the second situation for no bending is when I have no central atom at all, then I will write no Ca. So both of the situation, I will not need to bend, and I cannot bend. All right. So let's do some question on the worksheet. Okay. So I give you the formula and I give you the bonds and the electron formula in NaSL, assuming that you do it correct. Now, because starting this worksheet, we might need to have bending or not bending. So you don't want to draw the picture on the middle anymore. You want to put your picture on the left-hand side to prepare you have bending or not. So first of all, I get NH4 plus. So NH4 plus, you want to, again, you ask yourself, the first question is, do you have central atom? You always ask yourself, no matter what question, do you have central atom? If yes, which central atom? And then the second question is, how many bonded atom left over? And then the third question is, what kind of shape? You always follow these rules. So I have a central atom because the N is the smallest number, and I have 3 or more atoms. So I have N in the central atom. So N is the central atom. And then I have 4 bonded left over. So that means the basic shape will be cross shape. So cross shape, I will write H like this. this? Maybe should I draw it closer? Like that. Like this, okay? And then I will start with single bond. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to double check to make sure that the bonds match with my picture, as well as if all the atoms are full shell. So N, I get full shell because N I have 8 electrons, and H is also full shell because I have 2 electrons already. So they're all full shell, and then I have 4 bonds, which is good, and 0 electron, which is good. And I have a bracket because it's charged, so I draw the bracket with the charge plus outside. All right, and then I look up the bending reason. So it looks like that I have central atom, but I have no leftover electron around central atom. So I will write the reason here. No Le. Around Ca. So that will be no bending. No bending. And because no bending, right, we will continue to write no bending. Now make sure that you tell me the second step, because number 1, I will give you point for the picture, like yes, you think about bending or not, you think about bending. And then if you have bending, you have to draw the picture. If you have no bending, you just write no bending. So I require you to have the second step. Okay, so this is the answer for the first question. Okay, and then I'm going to the second question, which is H3O plus. So first of all, you ask yourself, do I have central atom? Yes, I do, which is O. And then after the central atom, then what's the basic shape? Okay, the basic shape is Y shape, because I have 3 H around the central atom. I have 3 beta bonded atom around central atom. So that's why it's a Y shape. All right, so I'm going to put O in the middle. And then Y shape, I'm going to put H, H, H. Like this. And then I start with single bond. So 1, 2, sorry, so it should be single bond here, single bond here, single bond here. All right, they're all single bond. And then my bonds have be 3 bonds because I got pictures, a single bond, 3 bonds, okay. But then my 2 electrons no good because someone is not full shell. So my H is definitely full shell, okay, because my H is only like 2 electrons. But my oxygen is not full shell because I need to have 8, but I only get 6 electrons right now because I got 3 bonds. So I need 2 more electrons. So for the time being only, I will put the 2 leftover electrons on the top of O, which is like that for the time being. And then I have a bracket around with the plus outside for now. All right. Now, if you go back to look up the bending instruction, so it looks like I do have leftover electron around central atom. The second reason, that's the first reason. So I will write like leftover E around C8. Leftover electron around central atom, which is the 2 electron I just add on the oxygen. So yes, bending. All right. Now, if it's yes bending, then how do we bend? So let's go back up to something that I did not mention. So on the step 4 right here, electron will repel. So electron repel meaning that the leftover electron will be far from the bonding electron. Right? The leftover electron will be far away from the bonding electron, and also the leftover electron are far from each other. So we need to follow the electron repel, and then they don't want to be put together if you don't have to. So how do we bend is I will keep the I will draw the arrow. I will first draw the bracket with the charge outside as usual. I cannot change anything on the central, so I'm going to continue to write O, and then the 2 electrons on the top, and then I continue to write the bottom edge. So the only thing I will bend are the 2, like the I will so-called this. Sorry, so I will move this edge, okay, and then this one. Okay, so it's supposed to be like a up V shape. I will bend it to be down V shape. Okay, will be V shape downward. So it will be like this. Oops. Will be like that. Okay, so it's a little ugly, so let me redraw it again. It'll be like this. Okay, so then you can see that my central did not change, my bottom edge did not change, but my this 2 V shape, this 2 line will be pulling down. So this one I so-called chicken feet shape. It looks like a chicken feet. All right, so this is the answer. And I'm going down. So then right now I can also check mark is my 2 electron is happy too. My 2 electron happy. Okay. Then let me go down to the bottom is the NO2 minus. So we do have the central, which is the N. And then I have 2O on the side. So it is a basic linear shape. So again, some people always start with like NOO. Did not think about the central atom, which is wrong. So it's O. And then another O here. Oh, maybe I was too close to that shape. So let me just erase this. Let me wait a little better, like N, O, right? O like this. Right? So I start with the N in the middle, 2O on the side, and then start with single bond. So my bonds tell me that I have 3 bonds, no good. So one of them must be double bond. So let's say I'm going to put it on right here. So my bond's happy, but my electrons are not happy. So let's look at every single one. Now my N has 6 electrons because I got 3 bonds. So it needs 2 more electrons. So I'm going to put 2 on the top of N for the time being. Now make sure that you're not put 1 on the top, 1 on the bottom, because lone pair, meaning like pair. So the electron must be 2 together. All right. So the N is happy. The left oxygen is not happy because you need you have 4 electrons right now, so you need 2 more. So you want to make it like a tilt a little bit, like this. Okay. Sorry, I don't know why the pen is not really sensitive, but okay, like that. So 4 will be like a tilt a little bit. So the left oxygen is okay. Now the right oxygen is also not full shell. You only have 2 electrons, so you need to put 6 more. So it will be 2 on the top, 2 on the side, and then 2 on the bottom. So if you calculate the electron totally, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12 electron happy now. And then I have the bracket outside. All right. And prepare to be bending. Prepare. So if you look it up, the reason for bending is leftover electron around central atom because I have leftover electron. So I'm going to write LOE. I don't know why it's not sensitive around CA. So that would be yes bending. It's yes bending. Okay. Now because you need to bend, so again we want to keep the we're going to put the bracket and the charge outside, and we want to keep the central no change. No change. But because we have the central, we have the lone pairs on the top, so we need to bend down, okay, to make the leftover electron away from the central leftover. So we're going to bend down. We'll be like this. Okay, and then on the right hand side will be also like that. So we bend down. And this is the answer. Okay. And then on the bottom is Bl2. So we did Bl2 before. There is no central. So we would just write Bl is a linear in one line, one bond, but electron no good. So we need to fix the electron. So I don't know why it's not so sensitive. Let's see. Sorry, you have two more here. You should have two more. Come on. Let me try a different color. Would that work? You should have two more electrons. I don't know why I cannot continue. Yeah, I think it's this is not very sensitive. So maybe I'll do this. Let me move to the middle to see if it works. Let me move to here. Would that work? Let me move. It's supposed to be on this side, but I don't know why my pen is not centered. It's not centered. Okay. I'm sorry, that will take a long time. Should be one more. Come on, give me one more. But if you look at my notes, you know that like you guys draw the BR all the time. So this one, obviously, the electron is good. And this one is obviously is no left, not even a no leftover electron. It's actually no Ca. We don't have central atom. So no Ca. No Ca. So that's why this one is even no bending. Okay. So you want to also write down no bending on the top to tell me that you think about bending. Okay, so that will be page 1. And then let me go to the last page, which is H2S. So H2S, again, you ask yourself, do you have a central? If you have a central, which one it is, and then what's the how many bonded, and what's the basic shape? So my central is S. My central is S. And then H is on the two sides, so that will be a linear shape. I don't know what is going on. So okay, linear shape. And then I start with 2 bonds, which is foot, but the electrons no good because someone's not happy, which is S. So I'm going to put 4 electrons on the sulfur, so it will be 2 on the top, 2 on the bottom for the time being. For the time being. All right, and no bracket. And you can tell that I have like leftover electron around central atom, so we'll be bending. Okay, yes, bending. Put yes, bending. Then how do I bend it? Is I need to group the leftover electron on the top of the S, and then bend the bonding electron on the bottom like a V shape upside down, because all the XX will be on one group because they belong to the same kind of the electron. So when I bend it, will be like this. So I keep the S like this, and the two bonded electron, even though they are same group, but they also repel, so you cannot put them too close. You have to separate them a little bit. So then the way to do is like this. So it will be like one pair, all right? So it will be this 2 electron right here, and then there's another 2. So you don't want to put them like evenly distributed. It should be like 2 on the left, 2 on the right hand side, and then draw the edge like that. Okay, this is it.